Princess Sally's lithe form slammed into the cargo crane's loading arm. Crates toppled in a cascade of sparks and groans. She staggered, iridescent scales flashing under the baylights, her milky eyes unseeing. "You," her four-fingered hand stabbed toward Eli Mercer. "Fix this." Eli dropped his toolkit with a clang. He stood 10 paces away, mid-weld on a docking clamp. Humans called this station work. Aliens called it chaos. But this? A royal heir blind and furious in the middle of it. Guards surged forward. Commander Rix Tall led them. His armored crest flared in alarm. "Sedative protocols now, Princess. Stand down." Eli stepped between them. "Hold. No needles until I check her." Rix's mandibles clicked. Human contractor. "Out of your lane. Royals don't tolerate your improvisation." Siley's head tilted. Echolocation hummed from her throat. A low vibration Ellie felt in his boots. She smelled of ozone and crushed fruit, pheromones spiking with frustration. "I've scanned bays like this 1,000 times, Eli said. "She's not hurt bad. Let me assess." Guards gripped their injectors. Rix's eyes narrowed, yellow slits assessing Eli's grease-stained jumpsuit. Humans fixed hulls. They didn't touch princesses. Siley raised a hand. "Speak, human. What do you see?" Eli scanned her, scales bruised purple on her shoulder. No blood, but her gait listed. Inner ear rattled from the impact. Bay hazards everywhere. Swinging loaders, pallet drones zipping low. "Concussion risk," he said. Echolocation jammed by the clang. "Need to test mobility first," Rix snarled. "Sedate her." "Medbay protocols." "No." Saley's voice cut like hull shears. "He assesses. Or I walk blind through your secure bay." Tension crackled. Guards froze. Eli grabbed scrap from his kit. Vibration pads from a busted sensor array. Audio beacons from drone rejects. 5 minutes, Eli said. "Rig a path she navigates. Prove she's steady." Rix's crest flattened. Distrust radiated off him. Humans meddled. Alida nodded. Saley nodded. "Do it." Linked them to his wrist compulse tones via bone conduction. Beacons hummed at knee, chest, head height, live obstacles. He signaled a loader drone to weave patterns, pallets to shift randomly. "Path's 10 meters, Eli said. Tones guide. Low for floor. Mid-walls, high ceiling. Vibrations warn turns. Start when ready." Siley straightened. Her throat hummed once, testing. Then she stepped. First tone buzzed. Left foot clear. She pivoted smooth. Drone whirred in. Vibrations spiked on her palm where Eli pressed a pad. She ducked, scales whispering. Pallet shifted right. High tone pierced. She sidestepped, crests flaring triumph. Guards muttered. Rix's mandibles parted in shock. Siley flowed through. Loader swung wide. She twisted mid-stride, hand-brushing Eli's rig for the final cue. She stopped dead center, unerring. "Clear," Eli said. Heart pounded. Basic hack for him. Scrap sonar. For her, freedom. Siley's milky eyes faced him. "How?" "Station junk," Eli shrugged. "Humans improvise. Echolocation's gold, but multimodal beats one sense." Rix stepped up. "Temporary. She needs medbay lockdown." Saley's laugh echoed. "Sharp. He just threaded your bay blind. Better than your escorts." Drone still buzzed. Guards shifted uneasy. "Commander," Siley said, "give this human 1 week. Full access. My medical scans, neural maps, build me permanent." Rix stiffened. "Princess. Humans aren't cleared for royal tech. Envoy Varuun will." "Varuun schemes," she snapped. "This human acts. Obey." Rix bowed, crest low. "As commanded." Eli blinked. Scans meant Visor prototype. His side project, battlefield perception for the blind. Now royal mandate. Siley's hand found his arm. Warm scales gripped. "Mercer. Don't fail." He nodded. Pressure mounted. Hostiles watched bays like this. 1 week to weaponize sight. But, as her escort pulled her away, a shadow lingered at the bay's edge. Envoy Heshvaroon, silk robes gleaming. Eyes locked on Ellie's toolkit. Sabotage already brewed. Eli's comm buzzed. "Incoming message from Dr. Mira Cade. Scans inbound. Stress test visor now. Trouble circling. He hefted his kit. Time to build trust and steel and code. Before the bay became a battlefield. Eli's fingers snapped the visor frame onto Sally's cranial crest. It locked with a soft click. No adhesive. No needles. Just curved alloy prongs that gripped her scaled ridges like they were machined for it. Her milky eyes stared blank ahead. Green status lights flickered across the frame. The display hummed to life on the first boot. Holy hell, Eli muttered. He stepped back, wiping sweat from his brow. Station workshop lights buzzed overhead, casting sharp shadows on scattered tools. Rix loomed in the doorway, arms crossed. It works? Sally's head tilted. I see you, Commander. Heat blooms from your crest vents. Eli, your hands glow cooler. Precise. She spun toward him. Targets. Now. Eli grinned. No manual covered royal anatomy. He scanned her crest from the med data, extruded the frame on the station fabric overnight. Humans patched junk into gold. Drill time, he said. He slapped holographic projectors onto the bench. Drones whirred to life, darting like angry wasps. Siley tracked the first one. Left flank, 12 degrees up. Thermal spike. Eli nodded to Dr. Mira Kade, who hunched over her tablet across the bench. Log it. She's nailing acquisition. Mira's fingers flew. Neural sync at 98%. No lag. Rix's crest flared orange. Doubt. Princess, this human toy lacks royal encryption. Envoy Varun demands oversight. Siley's laugh cut sharp. Varun demands my throne. Mercer delivers results. She pivoted. Next. Target. A drone zipped behind her. Eli watched her shoulders tense, then relax. Rear, Vector 27. Lock. Hit. Eli confirmed. The projector pinged green. He'd built the frame yesterday, post-mandate. Scrap titanium from station bulkheads, shaped to her scans. Prongs flexed under pressure, self-adjusting via microservos. No human specs for crest lock. Improvise. Now the guts. Eli cracked open his kit. Human LiDAR chips, pinpoint distance mapping, thermal arrays from cargo scanners. Alien power standards ran hotter, voltage wild. Converter time, he told Mira. She slid him the prototype board. Spliced your specs, alien flux caps to human silicon. It'll hold. Eli soldered the LiDAR first. Sparks flew. His visor, personal AR rig, overlaid schematics. Alien power pulsed at 240 volts AC. Modulated. Human chips wanted DC steady. He hand-built the bridge, scavenged station regulators, rewired into a buck-boost beast. Probes tested junctions. No shorts. Power it, he said. Mira flipped the switch. Chips glowed blue. Data streamed to Siley's frame. Overlay active, Siley breathed. Depth, heat, motion trails. Rix stepped closer, impressive, but untested in field. Eli ignored him. Calibration drill 2, full sim. He activated the holofield. Virtual hostiles popped. Cloaked assassins, drone swarms. Saley's arms swept. 3 tangos, clustered at 10 meters. Primary thermal core, center mass. Acquire, Eli barked. Locked. Fire solution vector 9-5. Mira's tablet chimed. Perfect match. Battlefield grade. Eli checked feeds. Her neural map synced flawless. Blind spots filled by multimodal fusion. Sonar echoes layered under LiDAR pings. Thermals painting threats in false color. But raw output could fry her. Royals had delicate crests. Scans showed. Hard limits, Eli said. He patched code live. Output throttled to 70% max. Feedback loops dampened. Siley paused mid-drill. Why cap it? Neural overload kills. You get a kill switch. He handed her a palm fob. Red button. EMP pulse. Press. It dies clean. Your control. Her scales brushed his as she took it. Warm. Firm grip. Trust. Rix grunted. Human mercy code? Engineering? Eli shot back. Burnouts, bad design. Alarms blared. Workshop door hissed open. Envoy HFY swept in. Silk robes swirling. 2 guards flanked him. Crests high threat. Princess. Varun purred. Voice smooth as oiled scales. This prototype endangers you. Royal decree requires impound. Siley's visor whirred. I see your pulse, envoy. Elevated. Deception pattern. Varun's eyes flicked to Eli's bench. The human lacks clearance. Surrender the device. Rix shifted. Hand on blade. Envoy, she commands. Ellie palmed a spanner. Sabotage vibe. Varun's shadow yesterday. Mira tensed beside him. Siley's fob clicked. Visor dimmed. Eli, status? All green, he said. Low voice. But he's right about one thing. Politics incoming. Varun smiled. Precisely. Court whispers of your frailty. This visor, leverage for rivals. Hand it over, human, or face expulsion. Eli met his gaze. Builds like this don't expel. They save. Siley's laugh echoed. He threads miracles from scrap. You scheme shadows. Visor rebooted. She pointed. Your guards, stunners charged, intent hostile. Guards froze. Rix drew steel. Stand down, Varun's composure cracked. This insults the court. Insult is your play, Siley snapped. Mercer stays. Prototype mine. Eli watched Varun retreat. Robes hissing. Door sealed. Mira exhaled. Stress test passed. But he's not done. Never is, Eli said. He tweaked the converter solder, one weak joint, and boom. Power surge. Next drill ramped. Drones swarmed faster. Siley called shots like a hawk. Flankers inbound. Thermal ghosts evade left. Rix joined, barking orders. His blade slashed a hollow target. Human feeds data. I execute. Eli nodded. Balance. Aliens fought fierce. Humans wired the edge. Mid-drill, Mira's tablet pinged. Power flux. Alien grid dipping. Sabotage. Eli yanked probes. Converter held. Barely. Varun's cut power feeds. Siley spun. I see relay shadows. Workshop grid compromised. Backup cells, Eli said. He slapped station batteries online. Visor stabilized. Rix growled. Envoy oversteps. Political flashpoint, Ellie muttered. Princess's sight now weapon. Rivals wanted it seized. Or her blinded again. Drill peaked. Full assault sim. Siley dodged. Called kills. All clear. Sweat beaded Eli's neck. Trust built in steel. But Varun brewed worse. Siley's hand found his shoulder. Permanent now. Faster, he nodded. Frames locked, chips spliced. One more test. Comm buzzed. Mira, scans show crest strain. Push limits? Her call. Siley pressed the fob. Visor maxed. World exploded in her feed. Every heat vent. Motion ghost. Overload imminent, Eli warned. She held. Called final target. Perfect. Fob clicked. Safe. Rix bowed low. Human. You guard better than my blades. Eli shrugged. Tools do. Door alarms wailed again. Varun's voice boomed over intercom. Security crisis. Bay breach. Princess to lockdown. Siley's visor snapped active. Lies. I see empty halls. Eli hefted his kit. Sabat Siley pushed through the bay doors into the crowded concourse. Her visor glowed faint blue against her scaled temples. Chittering aliens parted before the royal crest on her robes. No escorts flanked her. Just Eli trailing at visor range, kit slung over his shoulder. Edge map steady, she murmured into the comm. Voices hushed around her. A blind princess walked alone. Unheard of. Eli jogged to match her pace. His tablet synced to her feed. Lines traced obstacles. Vendor carts. Milling diplomats. Transit rails snaking overhead. Clean overlay, but a flicker caught his eye. Transit platform hummed closer, matching their vector. Glitch, he said. Pattern repeat in the east stanchion shadows. Siley's head tilted. I see it now. Duplicate echo. He vaulted onto the open platform car. Wind whipped his jumpsuit as it accelerated. Fingers flew over the tablet. Firmware patch tuned. Reroute edge detection. Filter ghost nodes. Hold position 30 seconds. Crowd noise swelled below. Bets flew in alien tongues. She'll stumble. Human trickery. Rix shadowed her from 20 meters back. Blades loose in sheaths. His eyes locked on Eli, still wary. Patch. Uploaded. Done. Resume. Siley flowed forward. She sidestepped a hovering drink drone without breaking stride. Cheers erupted from human traders clustered by a bulkhead. Eli grinned. Visor gave her battlefield sight, motion vectors, heat blooms, structural weak points. Blind, no more. Platform slowed at the nexus. Eli dropped off, closing the gap. Mira's voice crackled in his earpiece. Stress test green. But Varun's envoy just pinged station sec. Verify princess status. He's circling. Expected. Eli replied. He scanned the upper levels. Maintenance hatches lined the vaulted ceiling, sealed tight. Sally's feed mirrored on his wrist cuff. Thermal layer active now. Painting bodies in orange ghosts. Sally paused at a kiosk bank. This independence, it blinds them more than me. Eli reached her side. Proves the point. You're not fragile cargo. Reichs closed in, nostrils flaring. Human, your toy invites peril. Varun's crisis call was bait. Worked, Ellie said. We're out here, not locked down. A hiss echoed above. Ceiling hatch irised open. Drones poured out, fist-sized killers, blades whirring. 10, 20. They dove straight for Sally's throat line, ignoring the crowd. Screams ripped the air. Ali's hand clamped her arm. Down! He yanked her behind the nearest kiosk. Polymer shell buckled as a drone slashed past. Sally's visor snapped to thermal max. Feed flooded his cuff. Swarm signatures, razor edges glowing hot. Ricks exploded into motion. Blades sang free. He cleaved the lead drone mid-air. Shrapnel pinged off the kiosk. 3 o'clock high, Eli barked. Throat vector, dive 20. Rick spun, slashed upward. 2 drones shredded. Precision feeds. Sally crouched tight against Eli. Her claws dug into his sleeve. Not fear, focus. Flankers incoming. 5, low arc. Eli swiped her feed overlay. Rick's left rail cluster burst. Rick's vaulted a bench. His boot crushed 1 drone. Blades diced 3 more. Oily smoke billowed. But the swarm split, half peeled toward Sally. Blades revving for the kill zone. Visor link, Eli snapped. He patched his cuff direct to her unit. Shared thermal painted the drone's weak servos. Target joints, 2-degree lead. Sally relayed. Rick's Mark III, port servo. Rick's arm blurred. Drone exploded in sparks. He grinned, fangs wide. Your eyes, see-through steel. Crowd trampled past. A diplomat's tail clipped Eli's leg. He ignored it. Mira's voice cut in. I'm tracing signals. Origin, Varun's shuttle dock, remote hack. Later, Eli growled. Warm thin to 8. 1 buzzed the kiosk top. Blade screeching polymer. Sily rose halfway. Visor word, gap. I take it. No. Eli grabbed her waist. Too late. She lunged out, gauntleted hands snatching a drone mid-dive. Scales flexed. She crushed its core. Green ichor sprayed. Ricks whooped. Princess strikes! Eli hauled her back. Feed calling next. Ricks. Ceiling hatch. Origin burst. Ricks hurled a blade. It embedded in the hatch frame. Last drones dove into the propeller wind. Minced. Silence fell. Wreckage smoked. Sally straightened. Visor dimming to standby. Her chest heaved. First kill with sight. Eli checked her seals. No breaches. Firmware held. Overlay perfect. Ricks sheathed his blades, approached. Blood flecked his armor. He gripped Eli's forearm. Alien salute. You turned her blind spot to a blade storm. Human. I was wrong. Eli nodded once. Tools and trust station sec swarmed in. Envoys pushed forward. Varun's smooth face appeared on a holoscreen overhead. Princess. To safety. That device compromised security. Saeli's voice rang clear. I saw your drones, Envoy. From your dock. Gasps rippled. Varun's image flickered. Lies. Human sabotage. Traces confirm. Mira broke in over open comm. Her face popped on Eli's tablet. Drone auth codes match your shuttle, Varun. Concourse froze. Aliens whispered. He attacked the air. Human visor exposed him. Varun's hollow winked out. Alarms shifted. Now pursuit codes. Rick's bared teeth. Political storm. Your visor shifts thrones. Sally turned to Eli. Her unscaled hand, palm up, brushed his. You built more than sight. Leverage. Eli hefted his kit. Needs hardening. More tests. Boots thundered. Sec teams locked the concourse. But a new ping hit his tablet. Mira, incoming scan prototype Visor blueprints. Court rivals bidding black market. Eli's jaw tightened. Varun down, but the swarm just started. Rivals wanted the tech, or her head. Saley stepped forward again, unescorted. Lead on, engineer. Show them. Rix fell in beside them. Blades ready. Trust sealed in drone guts. But Eli's cuff buzzed. Fresh glitch in the feed, not his patch. Deeper hack. Someone burrowed into the core code. Rix slammed his gauntleted fist on the nearest bulkhead panel. Seal the habitat ring. All sectors. Lockdown now. Detain the human engineer, possible co-conspirator in the breach. Eli's cuff vibrated harder. Red lights flashed across the concourse as blast doors groaned shut. Sec drones hummed overhead. Weapons trained on him. Aliens scattered, pressing against walls. Saley's hand tightened on his arm. Cool scales gripping like a vice. No. Saley's voice cut through the chaos. She stepped between Eli and the advancing guards. Her visor glowed faintly, scanning the sealed exits. Commander Rix, stand down. Eli Mercer attaches to me as technical aid. Effective immediately. Rix's mandibles clicked in protest. His eyes flicked to the princess, then Eli's kit bag. Highness, the glitch traces to his visor code. Varun's down, but this human's tech invited the hack. Eli kept his stance loose. Hands visible. His tablet pinged. Mira's face again. He tapped it mute. Eyes on Rix. The commander's blade hummed at his belt. Saley's chin lifted. My order. His visor exposed Varun. Test him now, or answer to the court. Rix hesitated. Drones hovered closer. Then he waved them back. As you command, but I watch every move. Eli exhaled. Saley tugged him forward. Forensic sweep first, your drone traces. They pushed through the cordon. Rix shadowed them, team fanning out. Eli slung his kit open on a service bench. Cables snaked out. He jacked into the nearest grid port. Code scrolled across his tablet. Raw packet dumps from the drone attack. Pulling logs. Eli's fingers flew. He isolated the control signals. Alien ciphers layered them like onion skins. Station grid was Vexari standard. Quantum encrypted, but humans jury-rigged better. Saley leaned in. Her breath misted his screen, scented with spice. Varun's shuttle-off matched, but the relay bounced. Internal bounce. Eli traced the headers. A court cipher peeked through. Royal seal, twisted, not public net. Someone spoofed your house keys. Rix growled low. Impossible. Court ciphers rotate hourly. Eli smirked, humble. Just tools. He spun up a custom decryptor, his own hash cracker, tuned for Vexari quirks. Lines unraveled. Hourly, yeah, but predictable. Human math spots patterns you miss. The trace lit up. Relay node. Habitat Deck 7, Envoy Wing, Rival Court Quarters, Saley's Visor word. Hesh's allies. They want the Visor blueprints. Mira flagged. Alarms blared anew. Eli's cuff buzzed. Same glitch. Feed stuttered. Deeper now. Core code burrow. They're masking. Rix drew his blade. My team sweeps Deck 7. No time. Eli yanked a fresh module from his kit. I patched the visor to the grid, encrypted handshake, turned the station against them. Saeli nodded. Do it. Eli worked fast. He synced her visor. Battlefield optics fused to station sensors, quantum key exchange, human style, rolling challenges, no back doors. Visor pinged the grid. Attacker's relay lit up like a flare. Gotcha. Eli forced a diagnostic pulse. The hidden relay spasmed, broadcasting its position. Deck 7, Suite 14. Envoy Varun's deputy. Guards surged. Rix barked orders. Breach and secure. Saley gripped Eli's shoulder. Her unscaled palm pressed warm. You see what we cannot. Eli packed his kit. Just code. Needs more hardening. Mira's voice crackled over comm. Eli, black market bids hit 50 mil credits. Rivals want your visor schematics. Or her blind again. Concourse cleared. They moved to Saley's sealed quarters. Royal lockdown pod. Rix posted at the hatch. Inside, Eli recalibrated the visor. Saeli sat still, eyes hidden behind the sleek frame. Field test. She rose. Gestures fluid. The visor projected overlays. Grid flows. Threat vectors. She saw the room. Vents. Locks. Rix's blade angle outside. Eli nodded. Sinks clean. But that burrow, it's adaptive. A chime hit the pod console. Incoming hail. Court Envoy Prime. Hollow bloomed. Stern Vexari face. Envoy Lyra Voss. Rival house. Princess Saeli. The attack traces to human tampering. Surrender the visor prototype. For analysis. Saeli's laugh was sharp. Traces to your wing, Envoy Voss. My aide exposed it. Voss's crest flared. Lies. Station logs confirm human origin. Eli stepped into frame. Logs spoofed. Want proof? He patched the hollow feed to his tablet, pushed the handshake diagnostic. Station grid responded. Verified traces bounced back. Voss's suite pinged guilty. The hollow froze. Voss's eyes widened. This, human trickery. Saeli leaned forward. Yield the relay node or I broadcast to all houses. Silence, stretched. Then Voss cut the line. Seconds later, Rix command. Deck 7 secure. Deputy in custody. Relay destroyed. Eli's tablet refreshed. Black market bids flatlined. Rivals scattered. Saeli turned to him. Visor dimmed. You turned the station into a lie detector. Eli shrugged. Aliens hide in layers. Humans strip him bare. Rix entered. Mandibles relaxed. Results speak. Human stays attached. But Eli's cuff buzzed again. Fresh anomaly. Not the relay. Deeper. Core auxiliary power node glitching. Power draw spiking in Saeli's pod vents. Wait. Eli scanned. New burrow, not code. Hardware tap. Someone's pulling physical traces. Saeli's hand found his. Protective now? Eli hefted his multi-tool. Always was. Rix spun. Vents. My team. A hiss echoed. Gas flooded the pod. Saeli's visor flashed warnings. Eli yanked her back. Mask from his kit snapped on her face. His lungs burned. Betrayal inside. Eli choked. Rix collapsed. Blade clattering. Footsteps in the vents. Armored figure dropped. Voss's elite guard. Stunner raised. Ellie charged. Tool swung like a club. Connected with helmet. Guard staggered. Selly swept low. Visor guided kick to knees. Guard crumpled. Eli cuffed him. Who sent you? Guard spat. Va ruin lives. Rivals pay more. Alarms wailed. Backup burst in. Rix stirred, gasping Eli's mask. You saved us. Vent tap led to a shuttle dock. Escaping signature. Varun's backup craft. He's fleeing with partial blueprints. Mira patched in. I stalled the hack, but they have enough to reverse engineer. Saeli stood tall. Visor locked on the hatch. Hunt him. Eli leads tech. Rix nodded. Full trust now. Station at your command. Eli plotted the pursuit vector. Human nav math crunched alien drifts. Shuttle pinned. But a new ping hit. Court-wide broadcast. Princess compromised by human. Visor enslaves her sight. Rivals spun the narrative. Political flashpoint ignited. Saeli's grip tightened. Prove them wrong. Again. Eli's tablet glowed. On it. Patch incoming. Visor broadcasts clean traces to all houses. Lie detector goes public. Boots hit deck. Chase began. Varun's shuttle docked at outer rim. Armed welcome. Rix prepped breach. Your plan? LA synced visors to team HUDs. Handshake swarm. Grid rats them out. They launched. Station corridors envoy Hesh Varun leaned forward in the dim conference pod, his scaled lips curling into a predator's smile. Citizenship, in the Ven conquered, 10 million credits. Patents on your visor design, filed under your name alone. Walk away rich, Mercer. The princess never needs to know. Eli Mercer gripped the armrest of his chair, eyes locked on the alien's unblinking stare. The pod's hum vibrated through the deck plating. Hesh's offer hung like a noose. Tempting. If Eli ignored the blood on the envoy's claws from the rim dock skirmish. No deal. Eli pushed the data chit back. The visors for Saeli. Not your rival's auction block. Hesh's frills twitched. Oh, foolish. Humans scrape by on station contracts. This elevates you. Eli tapped his wrist comm, recording active. I build tools to help, not to sell out. Conversation logged to Princess Sally's secure archive. Timestamped. Hesh's eyes narrowed to slits. He stood, robes whispering. Regret that choice, engineer. The pod hatch hissed open. Hesh vanished into the corridor stream. Eli exhaled, pocketing the chit as evidence. His tablet pinged. Priority alert from Sally's suite. Oxygen levels dropping. Life support failure. Critical. Heart slammed. He bolted. Corridors blurred past maintenance drones and shifting alien crowds. Sally's royal wing loomed ahead. Sealed bulkheads glowing red. Guards waved him through. Rix's override code still active from the chase. Status, Eli barked at the nearest sentry. Envoy claimed medical quarantine. Locked us out. Princess inside, unresponsive. Eli slammed his multi-tool into the access panel. Sparks flew. Circuits exposed. He yanked the primary relay. Tampered. Micro-sabotage. Clean cut on the O2 regulator. Alarms wailed. His tablet scrolled data. Flow at 12%. Sally's vitals dipping. Blind without the visor in lockdown. No time. Eli stripped insulation from a backup conduit. Hot-wired it to the secondary pump. Jumper cables sparked. Human field fix. Jury-rigged from station scraps. Oxygen surged back online. 28%. Stabilizing. Bulkhead unsealed. Eli charged into the suite. Princess Sally slumped on her throne chair, frills limp, visor dark, but breathing, shallow. He knelt, synced his tablet. Sally. Wake up. Her eyelids fluttered. Visor rebooted. Feed locked on him. Eli? Air trap? Handled. He scanned the vents. Anomalous heat signature in the service crawlspace below. Operatives. Esches. Footsteps thundered. Rix and squad burst in. Report. Rix snapped. Stunner raised. Eli pointed at the deck. Great. 2 hostiles in the crawl, sealing them now. He patched his tablet to the suite's grid, overrode the service hatches. Steel slabs slammed down, trapping the intruders mid-scramble. Muffled curses echoed up. Rix knelt by the grate, peered through. Varun's agents confirmed. Sally's grip tightened on the chair arms. Visor whirred, mapping the space. You restored flow in under 2 minutes. How? Basic bypass. Eli wiped sweat from his brow. Your systems got redundancies. They just needed bridging. Mirakade patched in via comm, voice crackling from the tech bay. Li visor logs show a staged pulse. Mimicked a cerebral edema. Hesh triggered it remotely. I traced the signal to his shuttle. Reichs straightened. Scales flushing victory blue. Human, you turned their ploy against them. Again, Eli shrugged, humble under the praise. Engineering 101. Predict the failure, build around it. Sally rose, steady now. Her hand brushed his arm. Light, trusting. They paint you as my enslaver. This proves otherwise. Alarms shifted. Nationwide broadcast. Hush's voice boomed from public nodes. Princess Ven endangered by unchecked human tech. Demand recall. Political firestorm. Rivals amplified it across court channels. Eli's tablet lit with incoming pings. Mira. They're rallying houses. Visor under siege. Reichs growled. We move. Extract the operatives. Grill them. Eli nodded. Already plotting. First, Visor upgrade. Public handshake protocol. Broadcasts my clean code to every delegate. No backdoors. Proves independence. Sally's visor locked on him, a soft chime of approval. Lead on. They pried the grate. Operative spilled out, cuffed in seconds. One snarled at Eli. Varun pays better than dead royals. Rix hauled him up. He pays with his head now. Interrogation pod. Eli synced the captive's implant. Hacked logs spilled. Hesh's full plot. Steel visor. Frame Eli. Force Sally into protective custody under rival control. Coordinates to his shuttle. Eli said, decrypting. Docked at neutral exchange. We hit it. Mira arrived in person, toolkit slung. Software hardened. Stress tested against their hacks. Ready. Sayali touched Eli's shoulder. Your ingenuity binds no one. It freeze. Warmth spread. Trust solidifying. Interspecies bridge holding. Rix prepped the breach team. Your swarm grid again? Eli grinned. Evolved. Visor feeds real-time to all HUDs. No blind spots. They launched into the outer rim. Shuttle bay swarmed with Hesh's mercenaries. Scaled brutes. Plasma lances primed. Eli's Visor prototype pulsed data to the team. Flank left. Vent weakness at grid 7. 1, 2. Xylee moved like a shadow. Visor granting predator sight. She swept a lancer's legs. Crack. Eli covered. Multi-tool flashing as an improvised EMP burst fried a drone swarm. Rix charged center. Blade singing. Humans fight dirty. I approve. Hesh's shuttle hatch buckled under breacher charges. Envoy cowered inside. Blueprints clutched. You! Hesh hissed at Eli. The deal stood. Eli snatched the data core. Deals with snakes end like this. Mira purged the partial schematics. A recoverable scramble. Saley faced Hesh. Visor glowing. Your crisis fails. My sight stays mine. Court broadcast flipped. Eli's clean code streamed live. Delegates watched, murmurs turning to awe. Human verifies. No enslavement. Rix clapped Eli's back. Rare alien gesture. Station's yours, engineer. Permanently. But Eli's scanner pinged a ghost signal. Deeper hack. Not Hesh's. Mira frowned at her pad. Incoming worm. From core worlds. Bigger players. Saley's frills stiffened. They want the Visor. At any cost. Eli cracked knuckles. Prototype hummed hotter. Then we innovate faster. Corridors sealed behind them. New shadows stirred in the vents. Docking clamps thudded against the station hull. Eli's scanner lit up with override codes from the rival warship Vanguard's Fury. Red lights pulsed in the corridor. Core Worlds detachment. Rix barked over comms. His voice cut through the alarms. They demand Princess Saley's custody. And the Visor prototype. Now. Eli sprinted toward the secure lab. Tools clinked in his belt. Mira matched his pace. Pad clutched tight. Rix blocked the hatch. His armored frills flared. Engineer Mercer. Surrender protocol activates. Hand over all schematics. The princess goes with them. No. Eli shoved past. That Visor saves her, not them. Rix's claw gripped Eli's shoulder. Hard. They outgun us 10-1. Obey, human. Saley emerged from the shadows. Her blind eyes stared ahead. Visor prototype hugged her temples. Faint blue glow active. Mander, trust the engineer. Once more. Rix hesitated. His gaze flicked to Eli. Released, Eli sealed the lab. Mira locked the door. What's the play? Strip it. Eli yanked the Visor free. Components spilled onto the bench. Neural lace. Spectrum lenses. Power core. Make it hers only. Biometric lock. No transfer. Mira nodded. Fingers flew over her pad. Retinal sync to her frill patterns. DNA weave on the housing. Schematics? We fry 'em. Already did. Eli soldered microcircuits. Laser precise. The Visor hummed back to life in minutes. Modular plates clicked into Saley's skin. Irremovable, without shredding flesh. Saley touched the edges. It binds, like roots. Eli calibrated the feed. Multi-spectrum now. Thermal, EM, motion ghosts. Battlefield grade. Alarms, escalated. Docking gantry breach imminent. Rix's voice crackled. They board in 60. Princess, stay back. No. Saley stood. Visor, word. Data streams painted her world. I faced them. Eli grabbed his multi-tool. I'm with her. Mira synced her pad. Remote overrides. Ready. They raced to the gantry overlook. Airlocks hissed open below. Armored troops in core world blue marched out. Plasma rifles slung low. Envoy Hesh Faroon stepped forward, unscathed from the earlier fight. Smug scales gleamed. Princess Saley Ven. By royal decree you enter protective custody. The human device transfers to us. Saley's frills rippled. Visor pinged silent alerts. Protective? Your cargo bays hide more than supplies. Washed Hesh laughed. Sharp. Delusions from faulty tech. Commander Rix in force. Rix gripped his blade. Team tensed behind him, but his eyes darted to Eli. Waiting, Saley strode onto the gantry. Unarmed, steps deliberate. Visor fed her overlays. Heat blooms in the rival shuttle's cargo pods. Motion traces. Boarding claws prepped. Scan complete. Her voice amplified over station speakers. 11 hostiles concealed in Bay 3. Ventral pods armed for station breach. Not protection. Invasion. Gasps rippled from Rix's team. Hesh's face paled. Lies, Hesh snarled. Arrest her. Troops shifted. Rifles rose. Eli's multi-tool whirred. He triggered a localized EMP pulse from the railing. Drones overhead fizzled. Cargo pod seals glitched open. Scaled soldiers spilled out, blasters drawn. Caught flat. Rix exploded into motion. Blade cleaved the air. Traitors! Sally's team charged. Plasma bolts cracked. She dodged left visor predicted arcs. Flank vector 4, 9. Weak shield node. Eli covered her. Multi-tool spat arc welder bursts. Fried a trooper's rifle. Mira hacked the gantry doors. Sealed Hash's reinforcements. Hash bolted for his shuttle. Core command will. Sally pivoted, grabbed a dropped stun lance. Through true, it cracked against Hesh's knee. He crumpled. Visor verifies all. Sally's broadcast went live again. Station cams rolled. Core fleet hides assassins in cargo. Eli Mercer's design exposes them. Delegates' feeds lit up across the net. Cheers erupted from allied channels. Rix dragged Hesh up, claws tight, turned to Eli. You, again. Human. Eli wiped sweat. Just engineering. Rix nodded once. Firm. Clapped Eli's back. Station defenses upgrade. Your specs. Sally approached. Frills relaxed. Visor dinned to standby. Eli, you bound my sight to me. Independence. Team effort. Eli glanced at Mira. She grinned, but his scanner pinged. Ghost signal again. Deeper now. Warship's core leaking data worms. Mira checked her pad. They're signaling home. Full specs demanded. Sally's hand brushed Eli's arm. Light. They come harder. Eli eyed the stripped components on his belt. We build better. Rix sealed the gantry. Troops mopped up hostiles. The Vanguard's Fury-powered thrusters. Docking clamps released with a groan, but scanners caught it. Shuttle launches from their underbelly. Stealth-coated, vectoring vents. Eli's visor link buzzed. Sally's feed shared. Shadows in the cargo bays. More soldiers, primed. The fleet broadcast crackled open. Captain's voice boomed. We came to protect the princess. From station threats, Sally's visor locked on. Soldiers hid inside their own cargo. Launching now. Eli cracked his knuckles. Round 2. Sally's frills flared. She tapped her visor. Broadcast icon pulsed green. Station net. Open channel. Her voice sliced through the gantry clamor. Eli gripped his toolkit. Shuttles streaked toward them on the shared feed. Soldiers crammed inside cargo pods. Rifles glinted. The rival captain's face filled every screen. Scaled jaw clenched. Princess. Stand down. We secure you. Sally's visor zoomed, exposed the pod seams. Hidden latches. Your protection hides killers. She dumped the boarding footage. Raw scans flooded the net. Assassins in the vents. Blasters primed. Gas canisters rigged. Station alarms wailed. Allied ships pivoted. Turrets locked. The captain's eyes widened. Feeds captured it. Fabrication. Verify your own cargo. Sally's claw pointed. Pods split open mid-flight. Soldiers spilled out. Tumbled into the void. No suits. No chutes. Cheers exploded across channels. The rival fleet reverse thrust. Shuttles recalled in panic. Captain's broadcast cut. Dead air. Eli exhaled. Clean win. No shots fired. Sally's visor dimmed. She turned to him. Frills eased. Your scans made it possible. Rick stomped forward. Claws scraped deck. Hesh trailed him. Scales pale. Envoy, you vouched for them. Hesh's mandibles clicked. Miscommunication. Save it. Rick seized Hesh's arm. Cuffs snapped on. Attempted regicide. Cells await. Eli's scanner pinged again. Ghost signal traced to Hesh's pad. Data worms burrowed deep. Specs leaked. He yanked the device. This too. Sabotage trail. Rix nodded. Clapped Eli's shoulder. Hard, human. You root threats we miss. He scanned the bay. Troops secured the last hostiles. Station upgrades, your specs, full access, and more. Saili's voice cut in, soft but firm. Eli Mercer, my sight binds to you now. Eli wiped grease from his hands. Mira sidled up. Pad humming, visors holding, stress tests passed, but those worms? Nasty. They wanted remote overrides. Block it. Eli pulled components from his belt. Stripped boards gleamed. Open source the treaty version. Core code public, but lock weaponization. Consent controls only. Princess approves every link. Sally's frills rippled. Amusement? You gift my freedom to all? Safer that way. Eli patched a quick prototype, uploaded to the net. No backdoors, no forced hacks. Aliens like you get independence. Humans get trust. Feeds lit up. Delegates grabbed the code. Test visors spun up. Blind pilots cheered first links. Rix grunted approval. Smart. Prevents wars over it. Hesh snarled from cuffs. Oh, fool. Royals hoard power. Rix dragged him away. You hoarded killers. Bay doors sealed. Troops marched Hesh to brig. Nira elbowed Eli. Official nod incoming. Her grin flashed. Royal technical partner? Pay bump? Eli shrugged. Just fixes. But his chest tightened. Princess watched him. Visor reflected his face. Vanguard's fury. Sally's claw extended. Board with me. Eli hesitated. Docking clamps groaned loose. Her ship hummed alive. Thrusters glowed. Nira packed gear. Go. I'll sink from here. Rix paused at the ramp. Mercer, partner status, confirmed. Protect her. Eli nodded. Stepped aboard. Bulkhead sealed. Sally's quarters opened. Hollow throne gleamed. She settled. Gestured beside her. Seat at my side. Return to homeworld. Eli froze. Stars wheeled past viewports. Homeworld meant politics. Assassins. Wars. Your ingenuity saved me. Sally's frill brushed his arm. Warm. Twice. Build for my court. Bind fates. He sat. Slow. Hand on toolkit. One condition. Consent always. Her visor synced. Shared her view. Fleets parting. Allies rallying. Agreed. But his scanner whispered. Deeper worm. Homeworld signal. Incoming storm. The fury jumped. Stars blurred. Eli cracked his knuckles. Round 3.